Hello ladies and gents, I am Jaylyn Renee. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's upload, we are going to be doing the last episode of Leveling Up with Jaylyn Renee. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday slash flawless face makeup that I am going to be doing for most of 2021. Of course, throughout the year when new products release or new techniques come out, or of course I'll probably tweak it a bit, but for the most part my goal for makeup is to keep it minimum, keep it basic, keep that skin-like type of base. I really worked hard on my base to find the best products look like skin. I really wanted that fresh, flawless skin-like type of feel. So you guys are going to be seeing the products I use today, and hopefully you guys have most of these, or you can go pick them up and try them out and see if they work for you. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so down below. Make sure you become a part of the JLUXE gang. That way you don't miss any of my uploads. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into this routine. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip my bangs back. Guys, I haven't wore bangs in so long. Like, I don't even know where to place them or how to place them. It's crazy. Like, look at my big old forehead. So for what I noticed, like looking through my makeup looks and things like that, one of the things that I really wanted to tweak was my eyebrows. Honestly guys, I'm still kind of exploring different ways to do my eyebrows, but I know for sure that I didn't want to make them as thick as I usually do. Obviously I do have thinner eyebrows, but I really want to go for a more natural, more settled down type of brow. So I am still going to be using my Benefit brow. You guys have seen me use this GOOF proof pencil in most of my tutorials since I picked it up. I think now, I know I've said this before, but I honestly feel like all eyebrow pencils pretty much do the same. Whether it's $30 or $5, it pretty much does the same thing. It's just all about your technique and the look that you're going for. And I have been kind of able to create the look that I'm going for. I think for the most part my issue was I was just making my brows a little bit too thick. So now that I want to tone it down and want to do more of a natural fresh face, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I can to make them thinner, even if I do have to go in again with a little bit more concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm going to do them pretty much the same way. I'm probably going to do like smaller strokes, but let's go ahead and let me go ahead and just show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I always like to brush my hairs up. Guys, I don't go to like an eyebrow lady on a regular basis or anything like that. For the most part, if I have an area on my brows that I feel like I need to clean up, I just go in with the little eyebrow razor and do it myself. I've never really went to an eyebrow person. I'm just gonna start with outlining my brow. So I'm going to go ahead and lightly outline it, and I'm gonna start in the middle of my brow. You see I'm not all the way up here. I'm gonna start here in the middle and just create a soft line, making sure that it's not too harsh. And I'm gonna do the same at the top and just go down. And then in the front here, I'm going to follow the hair strokes that are already there. Again, I do have thinner brows, so and you see how that created like a not so much a thicker brow, but you can see a lot more hair strokes, and I'm just basically filling everything in. So I'm gonna go over to the other side. The point that I've tried to remind myself when doing this is to make sure that I'm not pressing too firmly, because again, I want a lighter stroke type of look. So now that I pretty much have everything filled in, I'm just going to brush all of the hairs up just to prep everything for adding concealer. So after like trying different concealers, you guys know I usually try my, you guys know I usually use my e.l.f. Hydrating concealer, the camel one, but I ended up using this Juvia's Place concealer one day to clean up my brows. It's the one in the number 14. And guys, when I used it, it changed my life. Like, it just gave my brow a just more, I don't know, I just really liked how it looked. Now don't get me wrong, I do love the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, but this just gave me a different look. So I've kind of been using it ever since then, and I'm gonna use it today so you guys can see it. So as you guys can kind of see, I still kind of do like my unibrow type of thing to try to line my brows up. I'm telling you guys, that trick helps so much. And I can notice right away when one brow is a little bit thicker than the other and I need to fix it. So that's when I use my concealer to kind of help me out with the guide. And then I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm just going to blend this out by brushing it. So just kind of blending the front out to make a nice transition so it's not super harsh at the front, if that makes sense. And as you guys can see, we kind of have like a little guide here to just show us what's going on. So now I'm going to take just one of my beauty blenders and start blending that concealer away. Here are the brows. I really do like them. I'm not finished with them though. Let me show you guys what I have been doing new to just like make them say boom. So I actually don't even have the packaging on it anymore, but this is from Benefit as well, and it's like, I don't even know what they call it, guys. But it's in this is a trial size. I am gonna go get a full size of one of these because it's just done me so well. But it's like the little mascara spoolie. I guess brow gel. So yes, it's the Benefit brow gel, And this is, I'm not sure the color because again I got it in a little trial size, and I just happened to use it one day and I absolutely loved it. So what I do is just take some and I go in an upward position down my brows. So I'm going up, and it just gives it this nice extra bonus. Like I can't even describe what it does. I guess it makes all of the hairs cohesive, and it just looks so good, and it makes the brows look even more realistic. So I really love that. I am gonna go, like I said, to the store and get a full size. So here are the brows. Nice and natural. I guess that's what I can say. They're nice and natural. So for next, I'm gonna go in with this baby. It's the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I, of course, did a initial review on this when it first released, and guys, I'm just have to be honest with you, I've literally been using it every since. I'm usually not a fan of powder foundation, but when Fenty released this, I was like, of course I have to try it just to see if it was gonna work for me. And guys, I'm literally shook. So I'm going to choose it as my go-to for foundation, especially on an everyday basis, because the finish is just amazing. Like I'm shook again. That does not mean I'm not gonna use other liquid foundations. I kind of honestly haven't explored what would be like my #1 go-to for this year, just because I've been so hooked on this powder foundation. But I will explore it and see what I feel like would be my absolute go-to, and I will get back with you guys on that one. But for now, we're sticking with the Fenty Beauty powder foundation. So what I did, what you guys saw me doing before, is just I wet my beauty blender and I just pat my face with the water. That way my face is kind of damped, and then I go in with the powder foundation. I just feel like it gives it I just feel like it helps it with the finish and things like that. So that's what I do. I'm just gonna go in, guys, and start applying. And I do apply with the beauty blender. I just prefer it. You know, I feel like some of those things are just preference. I did mention that I wanted to get the brush just to see how it would be, and I probably still am gonna do that. So I'm just patting with my beauty blender, nothing special here. And since it is powder, I like to work on one side first to make sure I have built up the coverage I want, and then I go to the next side. Well, the other side. It's only 2 sides. So here's the foundation. Guys, I can't say it enough how shook I am about this powder foundation. Like, It's literally a game changer. If you have not gotten it yet, make sure you pick it up to at least try it. I love it so much. And look how flawless my face is. It's not too overdone. It's not cakey. It's like mimics my skin. I really, really do love it. I am going to blend it down just a tad bit. I do want to try 400 in this. I'm just curious about it. This is 410, by the way. Okay, so there is foundation. So we're coming together, and as you can see, I'm going for that nice fresh look. Okay, guys. So for concealer, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty's concealer. This is in the shade 390. A lot of people ask me why I use 390. Of course, I could go a little bit lighter, but I just like the naturalness of it. I just really, really love the way it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and apply 390 first. And for just a little bit of extraness, I'm going to go back in with that Juvia's Place concealer, which is in the number 14, and I'm going to just apply it to the outer portion of my eye. So here, and then I'm going to go here with it as well. Again, that's just for an added extra pop of pizzazz, okay? Just a little bit of added brightness, just for my liking and my preference. And of course, I'm gonna let that sit down for a bit to just dry. So now that concealer is all blended out, and you guys know how I feel about blending, make sure you blend, blend, blend. Take your time with that. Now it is time to set. So I'm going in with the Morphe Bake and Set Banana Rich Powder, guys. You guys know how much I love Morphe's setting powders. I just love them. Like, they really work really, really well on my face. So I don't let my setting powder sit on my face for long. So now I'm just gonna sweep that right off of there. So nice. So for bronzer, I'm going back in with Fenty Beauty. This is the CoCo Naughty bronzer. I love this one for a nice toned down look. This is definitely a nice everyday bronzer. It's not gonna be too dark or too deep. Definitely good for a fresh face if you're going for that. So let's go ahead and bronze our face up. So now that we're bronzed, I'm gonna go back to my eye. I'm gonna take like a fluffy brush, and you guys probably saw me do this earlier. You guys probably saw me do this earlier because I'm so used to doing it in routine. But I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush, so something like this, and I'm gonna dip it into the Coco Naughty. Just lightly, guys, really lightly. And I'm just gonna lightly buff it into my crease of my eye. Just for a little bit of dimension. I really do love doing this, and I blend it out really good, guys, because I blend it out really good, guys, because I just want a small hint of it on my eyelid. So next is mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eye. So I'm using this little trial size of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I do have it on my list to get a full size bottle, guys, but this mascara is really as good as they make it. So I'm just gonna coat my top lashes first. So top lashes are coated, and the lashes I'm going to be using today are the Lash Couture. They're by Kiss, and these are only available at Walgreens. I usually go to Walgreens and stock up on lashes. These lashes are absolutely perfect. I've been using them for some years now, and I normally do grab them when I want just a fresh face. So I knew exactly what lashes I needed to pick up to achieve this new upgraded 2020 look I'm going for. These are in the style Velvet. Absolutely love them. I am a huge fan of full wispy lashes, and these are just perfect. The band on it is nice and skinny, so you know you can definitely mimic that lash extension, natural lash type of look. So let's pop these on. So that is all done, and now let's go back to the face. So the only thing left on the face is blending everything in with some face powder and adding blush. I'm not gonna do a highlight just because I've kind of been skipping the highlight lately. So let's go ahead and go in with our face powder. What I've discovered is instead of using a face powder, I've really been enjoying using a setting powder to blend my entire face in, and I think it's more because of the formula. So I'm taking this Fenty Beauty setting powder, the Pro Filter one in the color Nutmeg, and what I'm gonna do is just take a bit of that on a fluffier face brush. So let me open it first. So this brush is my absolute favorite. It's from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna dip it in there lightly and just dust the excess off, or tap the excess off. And I'm just gonna start buffing that into my face. I just absolutely love how flawless that is, and it's so light on my face. I don't feel like I have a lot of product on my face, and my face doesn't feel like heavy or anything like that. It's a nice light blend, and I really love it. For blush, honestly, I kind of haven't had really a go-to because I guess blush is blush to me. So I'm just gonna go in with my 8D Complexion palette from Morphe, and I'm going to grab a blush out of there. I think I kind of want to do like a nice little pinky type of vibe for today. So I'm gonna grab this one out of the palette. I love this palette, highly recommend it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a lippy. I've usually kind of just been sticking with a brown liner with a clear gloss, or maybe even a tinted, nude gloss. I've definitely been sticking with glosses lately, so let's see what we can throw together really. So I'm gonna try this Juvia's Place. This is the So Rare liner. Let's see, check this one out. Let me try this Baby Pink by Ulta. This is their tinted juice infused lip oil. I'm just curious because I don't think I've ever worn this by myself. I usually just use it as a topper, so alright guys, so here is the final look. As you can see, it's just so nice and fresh and flawless. Like, skin literally so smooth. I absolutely love this look. And also the good thing about it is you don't have to think too much when doing it. It's really a simple, easy go-to routine. I love it. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you ladies and gents enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.